Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at another weapon mounted light, or at least part of one. We're going to be looking at the Valhalla Tactical Baldr SOL with their ODA switch. Now that's definitely a mouthful. Full disclosure, Valhalla Tactical did send this light body and switch out completely free for me to take a look at. I don't get any kickbacks, I don't get any money under the table, and I'm not obligated in any way to make this video. I'm only doing so because I really do like this product. With all that out of the way, let's head over to the tabletop and take a closer look at this light body and switch. So what we've got here is a direct M-LOK 18650 light body. This is all one piece, and it is also available in a 18350 model as well. Obviously this is pretty much designed for carbine or shotgun use. It is threaded for your standard surefire pattern of light heads, so any of your dual fuel surefire heads will fit this body. So that means you can run this thing any way you want, and you can really get the performance exactly the way you want it. Anything from a surefire head like the one that you see here, Z-bolt, mod light, etc., etc. There are a lot of different options on the market, so it really allows you to get the lumens and, more importantly, the candela exactly how you want it. What really makes this light body so unique is the fact that it is threaded the exact same on either end. So that means it is fully ambi, and it can easily be switched around and mounted on either side of your rifle. Of course, the disadvantage to that is it will not accept your standard surefire pattern switches, be it a tape switch or a clicky tail cap, maybe a air sock, a momentary only. You're going to have to use the Valhalla Tactical proprietary switch, and that's where the ODA comes in. The Valhalla Tactical ODA, which stands for Omnidirectional Activator, is designed specifically for this body, so you'll be able to mount the switch and the light head on either end, giving it its fully ambi capability. At its core, this is a pretty standard clicky tail cap. It is recessed a little bit, which I do like. You can press gently for momentary on, you can press hard, and you will get a click for constant on. But when you attach the ODA, you have something completely different. By simply screwing in this switch over the existing tail cap, you have the ability to press in any direction for momentary on. Literally, you can press this thing like a joystick any direction that you want. You can also press straight in hard, and you will get a click for constant on, while at the same time you still have the redundancy of the standard clicky tail cap underneath. You can also adjust the sensitivity of this switch using the provided spacers in the box. You can remove this Allen screw, and you can add and take away spacers, making the switch less or more sensitive. I personally like the switch to be as rigid as possible. I don't like it to be very sensitive because I do not want to have any negligent light discharges, and that is really a nice thing about this setup. Being able to adjust that switch exactly how you want it, it really does limit the likelihood of a negligent light discharge. It also really helps under recoil, depending on what caliber you're shooting, maybe something like a shotgun. You're not going to accidentally go from momentary all the way to constant on because you can set the rigidity of this switch. If you don't like using tape switches and you prefer a tail cap activated weapon light, I think you will really like this. When it comes to tail cap activation, this is hands down my preferred setup. At this point, I've ran literally thousands of rounds with this light body. I've ran it on a wide variety of platforms due to the fact that it is so adaptable. I've ran it on PCCs, I've ran it on AKs, 1022s, and a wide variety of AR handguards, including a AR handguard that did not have a top rail at the 12 o'clock position. It had M-LOK slots, so I was able to mount that on top, and it worked really well. If you pick one of these up from Valhalla Tactical, it's going to come like you see it here. It's going to come with the body and the switch. No battery or head is included, so you will have to supply those yourself. Now, they do offer some different options, so you can buy a head direct from them. And I do have one of those heads in for testing, and I plan to do a video on it in the future. I tested this with a wide variety of light heads, probably over a half a dozen or so. From some of the ultra expensive, frankly overpriced heads to some of the more budget options. It really just depended on what type of firearm I was putting it on and what the application was. But I did test a lot of different heads, and they all work perfectly with this body and switch combo. Well, that about wraps it up for today's video. if you are a clicky tail cap guy and you are in the market, I definitely think this is for you, and I highly recommend it. I hope you enjoyed the video and found the information helpful. If you're not subscribed to me here on YouTube, I would really appreciate that. Also, if you're not following me on Facebook and Instagram, I would appreciate that as well. I post a lot more content on Facebook and Instagram that never makes it here on YouTube. So if you like this, you might want to check that out. As always, thanks for watching. See y'all next time.